going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And this is called Work Boyfriends, Why I Don't Let My Women Work. Now, you guys have heard me talk about before why I don't like women working. It's not just about the submission of it. It doesn't make business sense. You're paying $2,000 to $3,000 for daycare when someone could just quit their job and be in the house. This is why I tell you guys to go on semen retention, get a trade, go to school, get your money up, build your kingdom, then bring her into the kingdom. That way you don't have to pay for daycare because she can just not work. Again, when you're building a family, this structure just works. But I want to go a little deeper with you guys too about why I don't like my women working. Let's talk about work boyfriends. Let me tell you guys a big secret. Women cheat at work all the time. I repeat, women cheat at work all the time. Even if we go way back into the days when women used to just be secretaries and they couldn't work all the way, dudes was always banging their secretaries. How many times you done talked to white girl Kaylee, or white girl Sarah, or white girl Becky, and she in the house super mad with her wine glass drinking, she drinking, the kids upstairs playing the game, she done picked them up from school, took them to school, and she mad. You like, damn, why you mad, Kaylee? Kaylee's mad because Brad's not home. Brad's always with his secretary. Brad's always with his assistant. Brad's always on vacation with his secretaries and assistants. Brad come home, he was supposed to be home at 8. He's like, oh man, I'm sorry, I had to work late at night. I know y'all heard these stories before. I had to work late at night, honey, I'm sorry. Brad comes home, Kaylee come down the stairs, she drunk, she like this. Where were you, Brad? I told you, Kaylee, I had to work late last night. She's like, you lying, you were with that bitch, Rebecca. She throw the wine glass, psh, he ducked. He ducked more than Floyd Mayweather. He got the fastest reflexes in the nation. I know you guys have heard these stories, but listen, women cheat just as much as men do at work. I know y'all heard the term work boyfriend. Y'all hear the term work boyfriend all the time. Let me tell you guys something. That's very weird. If it wasn't for me putting business over pleasure and not wanting to mix the two, y'all know how many girls I could have smashed when I was working? And let me say something. I did smash a few. I just stopped when I got older because I was like, this is not smart. I don't want to get me too, and I don't want to get fired over no booty. But there's a whole bunch of girls I don't work with that I can sleep with. My coworkers used to sleep with girls there all the time. And let me tell you guys something. Whoever's in the position of power has ultimate influence over your woman. In another video I talked to you guys before about how whenever the boss or whoever the boss is, he has more control of your family than you do, because at the end of the day, let's say, oh, she was supposed to be home at 5. You was planning on going out with your boys. But the boss was like, oh, I'm sorry. I need you to work overtime today, Tanisha. Tanisha about to call you. She can be like, hey, I got to work overtime. You can be like, dang, you was supposed to watch the kids. She going to go off on you. Well, I got to keep my job, my career, Things you don't have to deal with when your woman's not there. But let's go even deeper than that. See, at lower level jobs, okay, yeah, you might get a little bit of people messing with people at the jobs and stuff like that. But when you start to deal with big money, when you start to deal with corporate executives, when you start to deal with big bosses, when we start to talk six figures and millions of dollars, the stuff these dudes do to the female employees are debaucherous. Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, I'm the dude from Rat Pack. These stories happen all the time. R. Kelly. When a dude has power, influence, and money, he runs your woman as long as she's under that power, influence, and money. Let me give you guys a story really quick. So, one time, I was talking to my homegirl. She said to me she got this new job because she said she wasn't moving up fast enough at one particular job. So she got this new job with this big client office, government-funded program here, right? So she making big money. She making like $86-something thousand, but she want to hit 6 figures. So what she's doing is going really hard, trying to get the management position so that she can hit 6 figures. Now, right now, she's under this executive, the CEO. So she's in kiss-ass mode. She's in ultimate kiss-ass mode. So she's doing everything he says. She helping him out. Now, he invites her to go out with the other people who are going to be working on the project that she's working on, okay? Again, she's trying to become a project manager. So they all go out, but it's all guys. She's the only girl there. So she goes, well, they were all drinking and stuff and offering to buy me drinks, but I didn't want to get too many drinks because I was a little bit uncomfortable since it was all male. So now I go, well, you did the right thing. But then she tells me parts 2 of the story. She's like, yeah, but he did something else that made me feel uncomfortable. I said, what? Apparently, they all got new laptops, new cell phones, right? So he calls her. Mind you, this man has a personal assistant. But he calls her and he goes, oh, man, I really don't have time and I'm not good with technology, because he's like 55-something years old. So he goes, hey, would you mind, Trinice, coming over and helping me set up this computer? She goes, well, don't you have a personal assistant? He goes, yeah, but my personal assistant, she's always busy and she doesn't really have time like that either. If you could come by in like the next 2 days, over this weekend and set it up for me and help me out a lot. So she asked me, she's like, yo, you think I should do it? I'm like, hell no, you shouldn't do that. That's a trap. You're going to go over there, he's going to try to blow your back out. And then she's like, well, I can just report them to HR, or I can just say no. HR is good. You think the HR gonna have your back? Okay, as an $80,000 employee over the COO of the company who cuts all their checks, they ain't gonna do that. And the fact that she had to ask me rather or not she should do it, even though her intuition already told her no, that's why she wanted confirmation on whether or not she should do it, just goes to tell you that she actually wanted to do it. I'll give you guys another example. I can do this all day. One time back when I didn't have enough money to stop a woman from working, okay? I was talking to this nurse. We wanted to go to a concert. The concert tickets was like $250 and $250 a piece. Now at this time I'm like 21, 22. So I'm gonna get the $250, but it was taking me a while to get the $250 or whatever the case may be. So she comes home one day, she's like, oh babe, we good. We can get the tickets. I said, how? And she said, oh, because the doctor at my office paid for my ticket. So now I can just buy your ticket. And in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. The ticket was $256. She goes, yeah, he gave me $274. And he gave me a card, and on the card it says, I hope this helps you get closer to that Drake concert you want to go to. I was like, why the hell would a doctor give you $274? She said, oh, he gave everyone in the office money. I was like, but not $274. Now, mind you, this Dr. Wayne, all the time and talk about Dr. Wayne this, Dr. Wayne that. So I already felt like it was something shady going on. So I'm like, this doctor who you work with every day, who you always talking about is so cool and so funny, just decided to give you $274 saying, I hope it gives you enough money to help you get to this concert. And she said, yeah, I told him about how we wanted to go, but you know, we were trying to save up the money for it. That's why he said he hoped this help. But he only gave her enough money for her ticket. Now, of course, I went to buy my ticket, but she brought my ticket for me. But I feel like she brought my ticket for me because she felt guilty, because she knows deep down the doctor slid her that money for a reason that ain't have nothing to do with really wanting to see her go to that concert. Now, I always felt like they was doing something a little shady, but I couldn't prove it, and I'm not insecure, so I just left it alone. But from that day forward, I said, nah, I'm never going to be in a position where another man can give my woman more money than I can give her. She got to be all about me. From that day forward, every time I always grinded, I always had a kingdom that women could always move into, and I always had two requirements to get in a relationship with me. You got to move into my place. You cannot have your own place. And you got to quit your job, because there's no reason for you to have it, because I make enough for it. Okay? I'm going to give y'all one last story, all right? And then I'm going to move on from this topic. So here's the last story. All right. So back when I was learning the ropes, okay? I was working with a company. I was one of the top reps at the company. So we had a boat trip through the Caribbean, okay? There was this married white woman, I repeat, married white woman, okay? But she was younger. Her husband was like 40 something. She was like 26 or something. We on the boat. We out, you know, if you ever been on a cruise ship, you know they have a club on the boat. So we out at the club in the boat. We drinking Blue Mother Suckers, which if y'all know what a Blue Mother Sucker is, it's a powerful drink. We drinking that. She fine. I'm looking at her like, dang, you know what she did? She snuck me back to the room. Not only did she sneak me back to the room, now I want to mind y'all, this lady was my district manager. I repeat, this lady was my district manager. I can say this stuff because I don't work there anymore. She snuck me into her room. Okay, her homegirl, who also worked for the company, seen us in the room. She didn't say nothing. She looked like this, I swear to God. And then she just turned over, and I blew the girl back out. I still have the photo. I'm going to black out her face, but this is the photo. Still have the photo. That's this man's wife. Blew her back out. She went right back. Her husband was the one who picked her up from the airport. She went and hugged him and kissed him like nothing happened. That girl gave me sloppy toppy and every damn thing. And went back and kissed him like nothing happened. Guys, let me tell you something. It's always some type of work boyfriend, some type of work something. There's always someone at the job who's in a higher position of power, or who just might be that Chad or that Tyrone. In this case, I was not in a higher position of power than her man. Her man was higher up in the company than me, but I looked better than him, and I was in better shape than him, and I had the BBC, and she wanted the BBC. So she messed with me anyway. But my point is, rather it be a power situation, like I told y'all about the one girl I was dating, or like I told y'all about my one friend where the dude wanted her to come hook up the laptop, or rather it just be a Tyrone situation where she dealing with a dude who's just younger, more attractive, and better shape than you. Whenever you send your girl to work, chances are she's going to get into trouble. Women love attention. Women love to be validated. You send your girl to work, she's under the order of someone else. She's going to submit to that something. You know what I'm saying? But women are fear-based. So on top of being flirts, on top of being attracted to money and power, on top of the Chad and Tyrone thing, all a dude got to say is, hey, listen, you want this $100,000 job? Give me some WAP. You want this $100,000 job? Give me this sloppy toppy. Or all you gotta do is say, if you don't, you're fired. And he make up a reason to fire you. Women gonna do anything to keep their job, guys. You have to have yourself in a position where they don't even have to work. You have to be the ultimate authority to your woman. If another man's cutting her the check, if her lifestyle or your lifestyle is dependent in any way on another man, you always have to wonder whether or not that other man is going to take advantage of that situation to get a little something extra. Debaucherous things happen at work. You have to put yourself in a position where your woman doesn't have to work. And like I told you guys before in another video, if she says, I don't want to quit my job, if she says, I don't want you controlling me, cut her off. Because at the end of the day, if it's not you controlling her, it's going to be her boss controlling her. Or the government. She's going to be under the thumb of some type of man. It's like I tell you guys all the time. All women submit. It's just rather or not they're going to submit to men. I repeat, they all submit. It's just rather or not they're going to submit to men. So make sure the person she's submitting to is you and not her job, not her boss, or not Tyrone or Chad at the office. Make sure she's focused on you, the family, and the kids. That's the only way it's going to work. Otherwise, stay non-exclusive and just keep doing your things in the street. That's how I look at it. That's why I look at it like that. I'm Alex and I'm out. Peace.